Hello, my crafty friends. Welcome back to my channel, where today we're going to be doing some stash busting. I'm going to be using my 6x6 paper pad, Call of the Wild, as well as a lot of other stash bits and pieces. I've got my guitar die here. This is from Local King Rubber Stamp. I got this at a scrap show. I'm going to be using sentiments from my August 2017 Hero Art set. I think this is a little too low. Let me put it up higher. Okay. I want you to be able to see everything I'm doing. All right. And then here's all the different pieces. I've got my guitar made out. This is the wood grain paper from Hero Arts. No, Echo Park. And then I just had this. This is just a arbitrary little piece, pop-up piece that I have. And here are the pieces I'm going to be using. I'm going to be making 4 cards, so I may or may not be using all of them. Here's some matting. Kind of a tranquil tide look. I'm not sure if it's exactly that. And here's some more wood grain. And I'll also be using my sticker sheet from Gone Camping. Let's see. Love You More Than All the Stars. That's one of the stamps. And I think that was it. I thought I had a star stamp. I'll be using Pacific Point and Tranquil Tide. Let's put this up just a little more. Okay. So I'm going to put my cards together. This is 100 pound cardstock. And I will stamp the inside first. I know I had, that's not the one I wanted. I know I had another stamp, but I can't find it right now. Shine Bright. Let's do Shine Bright. And I'll do 2 in Pacific Point and 2 in Tranquil Tide. I have plenty of stamp blocks. Oops, noisy. Shine bright. Go. These are camping themed, but thinking of you cards. Thank you so much for joining. I am making 4 cards with my Call of the Wild 6x6 paper pad, or what's left of it. Hoping to use it up. Cool. Alright, there's those. Put that aside. And here is the actual die that I used for these guitars. Very intricate, a little hard to see, but I think it's cute. My son makes guitars. Outlaw Guitar Company. He made my first mountain dulcimer. Okay, so we do have matting here, but we also have the 6x6 paper we can use. We can even use this for matting, I think. Let's see. Let's go ahead and cut apart our coat parts, per usual. Yeah, I'm going to need this one for the cut aparts. It's always a hard decision, but in this case, I'm going to be using the cut aparts. Oop, that's going to need to be trimmed. I do have my little scissors here, so we'll just trim that off. I probably won't even use it, but now I know there was another. Yes, I'm going to go do these two. Or at least the one with the mountains. I might use this for the inside of a card. And let's cut. You can barely see the mountain range, but it's there. See? I think that would look good. So let's do this 5 1/4 by 4. It's non-directional, so it doesn't matter which measurement we do first. And so this will be, this isn't a full 6 by 6. This was left over in my packet. I keep everything in 12 by 12 plastic packets. This was left over, so I'm going to go ahead and use it. So we have 3 3/4 by 5. And this is directional. So I did the smaller measurement first. No, let's see. 5 1/4 by 4. So this is 3 3/4 by 5. Oh, okay. I see what I did. There we go. All right. Perfect. Put that in there. Let's do all the cutting at once like I didn't last time. So let's try to do a little more assembly style. It's really pretty. And let's see what we want to do here. Do we want to do another guitar one? Yes, I think that'd be perfect. Let's make this a little bit smaller so we can see more of those stars. How cute. Now we got our fishing lures. One of my friends from high school makes his own. Very awesome skill. I think I'm going to use some of this. Oh, wait, what did I do? I made this 5 1/4 by 4, didn't I? Okay. Let's do this 5 1/4 by 4. then this will be 3 3/4 by 5. Okay. And let's see. Let's make should we do that or that? Well, then we'd have another guitar, but I only have 2 guitars. So let's do this. Yes. Okay. Does that make sense? There is a method to my madness. Then we will go ahead and use this for matting again. Or I think that's just about right. Okay. Oh, I'm definitely going to have to change out my blade. It's getting raggedy. Okay. Let's work on this one first. This one will go in the middle, just like so. I'll cut the other 2 down, but leave this bigger. So it's 5 1/4. Or 5. Nope. 5 1/4. Yes. Hey, thank you for joining. I'm working on my first card here. I did all the cutting. I'm going to put this one right in the middle. And tape runner. Voila. We're going to cover up the, looks like we're going to cover it up anyway, but that's all right. Okay. They're not exact. That's okay too. We're going to cut them down to 5 1/4. Homemade, not Hallmark. I will just cut this after I put it on here. I'll put this right up to this one. And the same with this one. Okay, now we cut. If I can find the scissors. There it is. There it is. Whoops. Now I know why that happened. Let's do this. I made it uneven on one edge, so obviously I had to cut the other edge. So let's just do this. Okay. Now let's cut this. And this. Voila! How cool is that? Nope. Let's see. I do want to put a matting on here. And I think that would look kind of cool. Or I'm trying to decide which one I want to put where. I have 1, 2, 3, 5. I'll think as I go. Very cool fishing oars. And then this one. I know I want this one for this one. And see, I'm trying to decide. Let's see. Where would that go? No. I want to use my guitar for the guitar ones, the pieces. Yeah, I could do that. Because that would cover up most of it. I can trim this down just a little bit. Okay. So I'll slide that over a little bit. Now so I can't really do the same thing with this, or I cut off the stars. Yeah, this is fine. That would look really cute. Let's go ahead and put that on. This is my Tombow Mono liquid glue. It dries clear. And it gives you just a little bit of wiggle time. So it's like I need to decide where I want to put it. Whoops. Is that not cute? And I don't really need some matting, but I do need to trim. Yay! I think I'm going to send this to my son. Should we pop it up? I think we shall. And I revisited an old trick that I knew but just temporarily forgot. One of my community from last week said, why don't you just cut the skeleton pieces from your dots, foam dots? I said, yes. Sounds like a plan. It's easier because these little dots are something else. Okay, so we'll save that for right after I put it on. The stars are pretty, for sure. Perfect. I'm going to use stickers at the very end after I've basically completed cards. How cool. The guitar really pops, doesn't it? Okay, so there's that one. Shine bright. Let's see, I've got 1, 2. Okay, that one over here, and then I've got one more. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. I won't even need this one. Do you have any more camping trips planned? Or have you been camping this summer? I know a lot of people like to do something for Labor Day. I think I'll leave it just like so. And prop it up. I think, let's see what I have. I know I have some other ones somewhere. Looks like all I have is little ones. But look at all these skeleton pieces I have. Easy peasy. These are my mini dimensionals. Oops, let me straighten out the camera. Sorry about that. These are mini dimensionals from Stampin' Up. But I do buy from Amazon and Dollar Tree a lot. There's that one. Now I'm trying to decide which way. I like the stars over here better. Don't ask me why. Now I think I do want to mat this. Let's mat that with some more of the Tranquil Tide. I'm going to change this real quick. Maybe. Okay. So basically I just bring this down. There's a slightly larger spot that you can pull the old one out. And this one's covered because of the sharp. And so I just place that down into that extra white spot, and there we go. I've had this trimmer now for 7 years, and it's worked fine. Oh, it even sounds different. Wow. I just keep several blades on hand. There we go. Okay, we're going to pop that up. Yes. get all the empty sides. And let's see, do we have... And then I'll just take a couple of dots. For the edges. Okay. Cute. And now our last guitar. That's so pretty. Yes, perfect. Let's see, I think because I'm putting on the guitar, I'm just gonna not pop it up. Offset it just a little bit. Very cute. All right, let's put on some stickers. This is what I have left from my Gone Fishing collection. This is also from Echo Park. Well, it's Cartabella Paper Company, but it came in a Club EP kit. They switch off between Echo Park paper and Cartabella paper. Cartabella paper is got a different texture to it. It's a little thicker. I never did use my Gone Fishing, did I? Yeah. Whoops. Maybe next time. All right. Let's do something in the inside here. Stay bright. I was hoping that I had my little star stamp, but I guess I don't. Let's see, stay wild, under, shine bright. Keeper, love you more than all the stars. Shine bright. Let's do these kiddos. Cute. There's one card. camper, love you more than all the stars. Camper, adventure. Let me grab my star punch. Okay, well, I can't find it. Let's see what kind of, okay, let's do. Very cute. Number 2, under the stars, shine bright. Shine bright. Gone fishing. Back to nature. That's awful big. Let's see. No, I'd put this on a horizontal card, but not this. Not a portrait. And a little bobber. How cute is that? Let's put another little one here, I think. Okay, even without the stars and my big gone fishing piece, I think we're good. Shine bright under the stars. Back to nature. Love you more than all the stars. Happy camper. Love you more than all the stars. And stay wild. Shine bright. This is with all 3 pattern pieces. I hope you get out for one last big summer adventure. Thank you so much for joining me. And we shall see you again real soon.